I've seen a few people ask this question, and I was also asked directly to make a video on the bots of the game. There are not very many bots in the game, and their level of usefulness is pretty varied, but either way, it's very easy to explain them. In order to make a bot, it is very simple. You press G, and you can just type in the word bot. All the bots have the word bot in their name, so it's easy to see the full list. Of the more useful ones, there is the Medbot and Cleanbot. The other three are purely for entertainment or a little bit of trolling. Anyways, the Medbot is by far the most useful bot in the game. It is just extraordinarily useful, and you can make it round start as a scientist with the only systems you need is a medkit, which if you go to medical, they can literally print these out for you for basically nothing. Just bring them some materials. If not, they might just literally give you an empty medkit anyway. They'll have full medkits. There's even some stations where you can just find these anywhere anyway, so it's rather easy to do this. In order to make the Medbot, you just go to your local robotics room, you look for the Robotech Deluxe, and you just look for the items you need. There is a health analyzer, we need a proximity sensor, which is at the top, and then to make the arm, we just bring some glass and steel over to the exosuit fabricator, and we just need a Borg arm, so we can just type an arm, and a left cyborg arm will do just fine. We get all of our items together in one place, press G, and then click craft. And that will make the Medbot directly at your feet. It takes a matter of seconds to make a very useful, very helpful Medbot. The way Medbots work is pretty simple to explain. They have two normal medicines. If you are below 50 HP, they will inject you with tricortazine. So, see, I took some burn damage. I am below 50 damage total, so they will inject me with tricortazine. And it is incredible how much they inject you with. They actually inject you with 30 at a time. And 30 units of tricortazine is actually pretty decent healing. So if I go into the medicine dictionary, whatever you want to call it, tricortazine heals brute, poison, heat, shock, and cold. So it actually does heal pretty much any type of damage you're really going to be taking. Yeah, it doesn't heal a ton, but it has infinite medicine. So as long as you're below 50 damage, you're only taking light wounds, like especially if you're working as a scientist, like fighting like Holocarp or something, doing your job, or you just take a little bit of like heat damage with an anomaly, get shocked by an electric anomaly. This is all you need. You can save medbay a lot of work, or just bring it to medbay. One thing that I really like doing with these bots is you can anchor them in place with a wrench, and you can just walk up to it to get your treatment at this point. The reason it didn't inject me right there is because I still had Trico in me. They won't re-inject you if they have Trico in your system. The other chemical they inject you with, if somebody's in critical condition, aka they have 100 damage or more, they actually inject you with inoperabline. The nice thing about inoperabline is that there is no overdose. It reduces asphyxiation, so it basically makes sure that any crit patient has access to won't asphyxiate. And it actually reduces bleeding, so like, if you have patients being dragged in still bleeding, it will at least stop the bleeding, and it will help stop them from suffocating to death while they are unconscious. Now, what gets really nasty about these guys is if you EMAG them, they will actually inject you with chlorohydrate. And it doesn't matter if you're hurt, they will just walk up to you and inject you. And by the time you're injected, it is too late. You will pretty much instantaneously fall unconscious. And it injects you with a decent bit of chlorohydrate to the point you can't just wake up right away. But yeah, if you make a few of these and EMAG them, you can put a decent bit of people to sleep. Once people are aware of them, they're going to start destroying them, but I mean, it's hard to fight against getting injecting and falling asleep. Just, I guess, really don't stand still if you see an EMAG bot coming up to you. But you won't always know it's EMAG'd unless you've seen people start falling asleep. Now, don't you do it. But as you can see, yeah. Oh, it injected me from that far away. Okay. Next on the list is the Cleanbot. And this is even easier to make. You can make buckets around start. So you just make an arm, a proximity sensor, and you make a Cleanbot. And there's no special EMAG interaction or anything. And it's really easy to explain how these guys work. If there's a mess on the floor, they will automatically gravitate towards it and start cleaning it. And science gets messy pretty often, so if you make one of these for your own department, you could save the janitor some work. Next on the list is the Jonkbot and Honkbot. These actually are ghost rolls, so people could take them over. They just randomly honk, and they are supposed to slip people, but that just doesn't seem to be working right now, at least for whatever reason, it isn't slipping me. They can talk, so they're really just kind of like a mobile joke dispenser at this point that honks randomly. There is also the Mimebot, which is another ghost roll bot, but this does have at least one mechanic, just like the normal Mimebot, or just like normal mimes. They can actually put up invisible walls, so there is a decent bit of trolling that you can do. There we go, finally brushed up on it and made a wall. See, just like mimes, it makes a wall. But they don't actually have a vow. They also have a vow of silence, so they also can't talk. So you're basically a mime in robot form. So making a mime bot requires... Making these bots is a little bit more effort. The honking is driving me nuts already. Making these bots is a little bit more difficult, especially the jonk bot. Making one of these is not super easy. The honk bot's not bad. You can probably just ask a chef for a happy honk meal, ask the clown for his bike horn if he's willing to give it up, and then, of course, the proxy sensor and Borg arm are round start. And then the mime bot, kind of same thing. You have to ask the mime for suspenders and probably ask the chef for the happy edition mime honk meal. That is pretty much it. Bots are really simple. There's not too much depth or complexity in making them. The Medbot is really the only one with any real depth. The jamming bot's convenient, and the other ones are just cool ghost roles for people to at least talk to somebody as kind of like mobile PAIs, especially since you can't slip right now. But other than that, that is it. Hopefully this explained them, and thank you for watching.